Yo, what is up people? It is your boy Sneebles right here, and of course today again I've got another episode of obviously my FUT Champions journey of obviously the weekend just gone. Yeah, this game, do I remember this game? I can't remember. But overall, like I said, it wasn't a bad weekend, it was okay. Again, some silly goals, just like that one. Obviously I'm just showing you the goals and the results and just in general obviously what happened with my FUT weekend. Hopefully yours was a good weekend for you guys. I'm hoping it was anyways. Of course no one likes to have an absolute crap weekend, but in general I felt like it was a bit rubbish. Obviously you'll see where I finished in the end, so you know you'll see obviously how I felt, you know. But obviously we start off with that 2-0 defeat, which is a bit rubbish. As I just showed you just there, if you've just seen obviously my English side, my mate was actually controlling one or two of these games will be shown at the start here. Yeah, he chose to choose my Premier League side to come up against this side with obviously one to watch Dembele, who to be honest I think is actually one of the best cards on this game, only the fact that obviously I've played against him quite a few times. He's actually a pretty decent card from obviously what I know of in terms of being against me. So yeah, I don't know, mixed emotions with this game, to be honest. When I saw my mate playing this game, he played quite well. Obviously we went 1-0 down through a cheeky finish, so to say, and this was quite lucky I guess, considering it was bouncing everywhere, and you couldn't really do much about that for the opposition anyways, to do anything about it. But this was a good goal, a good lob, and obviously a simple finish. I think really should be saving that, but he's opened up his body and he's put it into the bottom corner, so yeah, again, what can you do? And then obviously that chance, that was a bit annoying, that was, considering that should be going in, but obviously my mate just kind of fucked up, so yeah, I guess that's just what happened really. So again, 2 defeats in a row, wasn't all great. It went to extra time that second game as well, just to let you guys know. But we come against Sterling, Sturridge and Willian in this game, in the top 3. Very strong attack, and the midfield is actually pretty decent actually. A few red links, but yeah, I think this was me controlling this game though. We had the first chance with Pjanic, I think that was, and then Dybala let rip and hit the bar. I think that was Dybala anyways. But yeah, and then this chance again, when I looked at that I thought, how did you miss that? Like, I don't get it. Like, some of these chances that some people do miss is quite embarrassing to me. I mean, I can't complain, I miss quite a lot of my chances like them. But we do take the lead, and it was the actual only goal of the game I remember, with Gonzalo Higuain, his squad building challenge card, which is actually a pretty decent card to be honest. Took me like an hour to actually manage to actually get that card. But yeah, so we got the win, got us to 11 wins, which is good. Then we come up against Martial and Lukaku, who sit up top with squad builder, player of the month, Dele Alli. So yeah, a nice decent team to be fair. Oh yeah, we do take the lead with a lucky goal here. I think that was Veron, wasn't it? Or Nainggolan? Oh, Veron, yeah. So we do take a lucky lead there, and then he does equalise with 10 minutes just before the end of full time, of a full 90 minutes. And it does go to penalties. Extra time was quite boring, I do remember in that game. Nothing really happened, but yeah, we just blew it. I do lose in these penalties, just to say. I don't know, it just didn't go right. To me, penalties personally, I don't know about you guys, I just don't like penalties. I think penalties, in my opinion, I think they're useless. I don't really rate penalties much on this game. I don't know why, I don't know. It's just something about them. They're just, to me, as you can probably see here as well, I don't know. It's 50-50. That's all you can say about it. It is 50-50. So you just never know. You just have to guess where they go, and they guess where you go. I think that's the only way to really explain it. And if you just get lucky, you get lucky. And don't get me wrong, I've won penalty shootouts. Yeah, I don't know. With this FIFA this year, I just personally think it's been quite poor, the penalties. But we do lose that game, unfortunately, and we do come up in the next opponent with Inform Icardi, who had a boost on his card. Obviously, I did have that. Well, no, I do have that card. Sorry, it did boost up, and yeah, it's pretty decent card, Icardi. I do need to take the lead though with 9 golden there, just wide of the goal, and then they do take the lead. I think it's a lucky goal, to be fair. I just don't know why my players just didn't jump up for it for some reason. And I think this was one of the games, like with that shot, was just one of those games I just, for some reason, just couldn't finish. I think I do score though, I can't actually remember, but as you can see there, it just wouldn't go in at all. And then we had a chance there, and again, it's just everywhere in the box. You're gonna have that. I know you're gonna have that. It's gonna happen in a game. Obviously, it happens in real life, so the ball's just literally everywhere. But I remember actually we take the lead. This was great play from Veron and Quadrado, and then Veron bent it in, hit the post, and into the back of the net. So that was good to get back on level terms. But literally 2 minutes later, he does make it 2-1 with this neat finish. Nothing wrong with that, except obviously I'm going to say that I did try and tackle. Icardi's card, like I said, pretty decent card. I'd always rate him, and if you ever wanted actually a good Italian league striker, Icardi is someone I'd definitely buy. Whether it be his inform or his normal card, I don't know. I don't think it really matters. But as you can see, all these chances coming my way, just not going in. Unfortunately, it's going to happen, of course. But yeah, it just isn't really coming off really. And as you can see here, again another chance. Just literally, I had a foul. Literally, so many chances just would not go in. But only got 1 goal, and obviously it resulted in a 2 on the feet. And as you can see there, 13 on target at 21. He scored with both of his chances all game. I mean, it just tells you everything about the game. Okay, so then moving on to the next game, where we had Sterling up front with striker Firmino and Willian, and obviously a strong midfield with Kante, Dembele and Gueye, I think that is, in the midfield. So pretty strong team, to be fair. There's nothing really else to say with this team. I did take the early lead though, pretty lucky I guess, but I guess again it's another situation where you just get lucky and it's just FIFA for you. Could have went 2-0 up there as well, and then we had another chance here, which probably should have been a penalty in my opinion, but we do find the back of net to make it 2-0, and you could say seal the game really. 2-0 is quite a deadly score to be at, to be honest, but we do make it 3-0 with Mark Overmars, who hadn't scored many goals for my club in this weekend league, to be fair. And then we do wrap up the win with a 4-0 win with Pjanic, again with another goal for me in his career, which is all awesome. So yeah, we got the 4-0 win. It wasn't a lot in that game, as you can see, but we still got the win, and we just need to keep going and move on really. I don't really know what else to say of that one. But then we do come up against a team that frustrated me. I've never played a more frustrating team in my life. As you can see, he's got silvers, so not that it means anything. Sometimes usually it's actually professional players that have players like that. But we do start off really well with Paulo Dybala, who absolutely smashed it into the top corner and gives us the 1-0 lead early on in the game. And then we had another chance, but this time with Pjanic, that should have probably went in. And then a similar chance that just basically recreated itself, but this time Veron managed to smash into the bottom corner. So that was all good and nicely done, and got the 2-0 win there with 16 shots and 9 on target out of his 2 shots he had and 1 on target. So that moves us on to them 13 wins. So I was getting a bit of a run here until I actually did meet up with Cavani in that area. I don't think I showed you the team actually, but had Cavani and Lacazette in this game. So Lacazette again, as you know me, a very hard opponent to go up against, but we do come back there, and then we do make it 2-1 here with a great skill from Overmars. Well, simple really, just kind of like drag back sort of thing, just kind of roll back, and then 9 goals there. And then he does make it 2-2 with Çalhanoğlu. I think that's how you say his name. Bit of a cheating goal. I did kind of come out, but yeah. And I do give a penalty away. Silly me, to be honest. But luckily enough, I do manage to save the penalty as I stayed down the middle. And then we do get a lucky goal, and it turned out to be the winner. As you can see here, it does take a huge deflection. You can't really see it much on that angle, but you'll see in a bit the angle that it does show perfectly the massive deflection as it comes off. I don't know who that is, but it comes off the defender's head and goes in and gives us the 3-2 win. Like I said, luckily, and as you can see there, he was dominating, except possession was even. So yeah, on that term, I was quite lucky, to be honest. Next game though, we did have Gray up top as inform card with man of match Walcott, and you'll see in this game how dangerous Walcott can actually be, with obviously Firmino just behind him. And yeah, pretty solid side, to be honest. There's nothing really wrong with that team. But we do take an unusual lead here. Not really much to say about it, but Dybala should be finishing that. But the keeper saves it, but yeah, just is a bit of a stupid save and parries it out into Pjanic, who makes it 1-0. And as I said about Walcott, can be dangerous. Smashes it top corner. It's a great finish, to be honest. Nothing to take away from that. And then we had a free kick with Pjanic. Again, as I said 1,000 times, a top free kick taker. If you ever want a free kick taker, he does get the goals for it, in my opinion. And then they had another chance again, hit the post, I don't know how. And then this chance as well, that comes right off the bar. And yeah, he's actually playing really well to this point, and he still manages to get the 2-2, which, like I said, with those chances, he kind of deserved. And then this chance, well, I'll let you watch it, because I don't know how I still got the win with that. It does finish off with a 3-2 win in the 89th minute. Lucky again, but again, the game was quite even actually. We had quite even-ish stats, you know. He had one shot more on target and one shot, no, a couple of shots more on target, and yeah, just whatever. Just at the end of the day, it was a top opponent, to be fair. But then we had Vardy and Sturridge up top, and then Pogba in the midfield. This game was quite tricky at times, but in the end, I think I remember this game, and I managed to actually sweep up the win. But it was difficult. But I can't really explain much about this. As you can see there, both his defenders do collide, and then I take the ball and slot it in with Dybala, I think that is. So that gives me the no, sorry, that's Zanetti actually. That gives me the 1-0 lead, but he does equalise with a great finish from Daniel Sturridge, who then makes it 1-1. And then I come back straight away, literally about 3 minutes later, to make it 2-1 with Paulo Dybala this time, definitely. Yeah, like I said, to make it 2-1. So that was all good. And then I had a chance with Overmars, who probably should be scoring that, but he doesn't. And then once again, should be scoring this, but once again, doesn't. So, yeah, quite annoying. Another chance with Nainggolan, again, doesn't go in. And another chance, but this time, I think that was Dybala this time, doesn't finish it, but gets me the 2-1 win. So that is all those games done. And yeah, I'm quite lucky in some ways, but I was all over them. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and obviously subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. If you're still interested in that giveaway, then obviously help me get to 100 subscribers. Again, be much appreciated. And thank you guys for the support. And I'll obviously bring out the next video hopefully tomorrow, and I'll show you obviously how I finished as well. So take care and peace.